Welcome to part one of my three-part coverage of the Sandown Model Railway exhibition. Ravenswood, set in a Victorian country area, is quite good, particularly like the sheep cars, and for once they've actually got sheep in them. So many of our train layouts going around don't have people or animals in what are supposedly goods carrying vehicles, so it was really good to see that on this particular layout. And of course, for the kids, there was the ever popular Lego layout. These guys have got it down to a fine art with the smoothness of the Lego. It's not the clunky look of previous years. It looks very, very nice. And of course, the kids just love it because they see, oh, well, I've got that model and that's mine or whatever. But yeah, they've done an excellent job in building this from Lego. Over the Fence was an interesting concept where the feature really is all the backyards of the houses, and a lot of them are prototypical of Australian backyards in country towns. This one with their veggie garden was especially good, and a modern brick veneer home in that one with the Intercity Express just going past the Country Express and through the stations. Portobello is a fictitious 1960s British industrial town, and it's sort of located between the East Coast and London and Edinburgh. It's in the 60s with the changeover from steam locomotives to diesel and electric motive power. Portobello Station itself is a mainline station with two crushed stone platforms. Particularly like the little shunter shooting around. I have speeded this up a bit because otherwise it just takes up too much of the space on YouTube. Right, next up, Oakland Junction. Is a branch line somewhere in South Australia, and a quarry loader at the terminus has ensured the line's survival, but then how much longer? Once again, at the end of the era of steam in the 70s, with the diesel just sitting, rail car sitting to the right there. This is one of the interesting ones that I watched for a while, Sweeney's Mineral Sands. This young man, I asked him. You had a lot of practice at that, eh?
No? Just practiced yesterday and I'm now good at it.
Now you're the master.
I'm not the master.
Basically, it's a manual operation interfaced with the train. So you have the start of the point where he loads the hoppers with the sand, which then goes into the carriages, which are then brought round to the front. At the front of this layout was a great little one for the kids to play with, and the whole thing was an entertaining package. So here we have from the distribution point other hoppers being loaded, the heavy mineral sands carriages being taken off to a further place. This was all in G scale, to give you an idea. This particular area was quite good. They shunt in and they're going to unload the sand in a tip operation. So there she goes, over it goes, brings it back up, and then it's taken away, put on the siding, and the next one comes in and is unloaded as well. So part of that process then sort of goes into the tower, and it fills up these larger mineral sands trucks, which are then backed into this section. And they're automatically unloaded through the bottom chutes. So quite a lot of movement, quite a lot of things to watch, but yeah, it was really done to entertain. I think they did a great job. Greater Portland, which is the biggest layout on show, was part of the South Australian Engage Society's system, and it's a modular system which each person has put together a part of the operation. So it's a case of just so much to see on this layout. It's been shown around quite a few of the Victorian shows. It's been up at our stall, Grampian Model Railroaders exhibition, but each time you find something different, something new to look at, and these guys just have got it down to a fine art. So see what you can see as they go through the various scenes, and it's a case of just keeping your eye out. You know, some of the details. You know, this particular time I was looking at signage, not so much at the trains, and of course, you know, one that caught my eye was the old mobile sign, you know, the flying red horse. Ironically, my brother, who's now in his 70s, used to work for Vacuum Oil when that was on a top of a building in Melbourne. So that was a good twist. And here we have their rock concert. Once again, superbly done. Hundreds of little figures in that, all well and truly glued down with the Bee Gees performing. So great layout, plenty to see, and one of those things that you can just keep looking at and going round in circles, basically. Well, that was part one. Part two is coming up as soon as I can sort of piece it all together. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying these movies, and tell your friends about it. Catch you later. Bye.